bump. Yeah, I'm really from the soil like a tree trunk. If you thinking that I need you, never need one. Every time I bend a block, ask me please. I ain't got no time to hang like I need cheese. I'm too I can bounce back from a loss. I'm just trying to get my point across. Yeah, I'm too I can bounce back from a loss. I'm just trying to get my point across. I'm going off. I'm going off. 3, 2, 1.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between our visitors and our home team. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Carry for Royce Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He finds his target, Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Foster Moreau there to make the grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 14 yards. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Working the middle here, that's complete to Moreau, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll buy some time right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. A big play there. 57 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Past midfield, look out. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Over the middle to Beckham. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Well, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll run with Gaddis, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in, and his guys are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. This is caught. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Play action. It's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Forced out, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. D'Anthony Thomas, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Second and 10. Herbert now. It's complete to Brown, right side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a carry for Blunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He lost 6 there on the first down play. From the 50, here's Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delphin. And the return will stop right around the 25. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Burrow. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Burrow. It's caught by OBJ. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Burrow on first down. Flushed out right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Hands it off out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
11 mighty.
From the 17, Burrow. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, can.
They'll run on third down with Falk. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
So LSU gets the field goal, and now they're ready to boot this away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. On second down now. It's Freeman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup there. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
I go to work and I settle it. I got the food and the medicine. I am the truth and I'm menacing. Look at my face, I'm a veteran. I don't complain about youngins. Look at the money that's coming. It's open for anyone buzzing. Shout out to Talib and Button. I am the spitter for real. Rapping them gave me a meal. So when I sit down and I kneel, I'm praying for all of my skill. Aim for the sky, going NASA. You go to put it backwards. I bring the sound of the future. You just be sounding like Future. Rapping is only a side move. Handle the fire like Ryu. Covered in water like bayous. But all of the labels can buy you. Doing it only if I choose. You do it for likes like a side. When I show up on the mic, dudes all back away like they Michael. We bring the world down, shutting it all down. You got the crown now. What are you talking about? We bring the world down, shutting it all down. You got the crown now. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shutting it all down, bringing the world down. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shutting it all down, bringing the world down. I talk about money and stocks. You talk about money and cars. I talk about basic needs instead of a world of greed. I talk about building homes instead of the latest clothes. Purchasing in gold and selling what you control. I talk about all of our sickness. You talk about all of the symptoms. Let's talk about pain and addiction. Let's talk about dodging a sentence. Let's talk about how it's inflicted with all of the wounds that existed, giving you pain and infliction. I talk about everything different. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shutting it all down, bringing the world down. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shutting it all down, bringing the world down.
Stop that, put that mic down, boy, drop that. I'm Sub-Zero Code, Scorpion Flow, make them come here, Mortal Kombat. So what is you doing with music, abusing your influence all on the youth? But I tell the truth, your video cute, I watched that on mute.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between our visitors and our home team. Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. First down, here's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Well, this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Moreau here. Touchdown! Foster Moreau from 19 yards away. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second down at 7. Get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. A screen to Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They go play action. Cousins. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play fake. Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, Watt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Cousins now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Completes it to Watt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Cousins. And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense,
them royal, soldier them loyal. casual or formal. Them selling no normal. Flow them immortal, yeah. More than a jawful, yeah. Rhythm them awful, wicked and lawful. We not stopping, no. Man, no time for no stoplight. Man, I travel at top speed. But this are the top flight. This are the big league. So every 8 bar or 16 is a big deal. Food for your thought and a kid's meal. Package it proper, it been sealed. Recipe of a master. Them boy they can't boil water. Cooking up a recipe a disaster. That's the reason, this is my season. Them my degrees are torture. Carry the torch at different peaks, so regular people now walk at. Me I compete with my past self, and this what making me sharper. Look how we achieve every quarter. Way before we make a quarter. Always have heart, so when times hard, we pick up and we are go harder. None of my people not starve, yeah, yeah. Me have the world in my palm, take it and bring it a yard, yeah, yeah, yeah. Them say they love we, but that I yesterday. Get where them want and switch it up already. Them not gonna draw we out on no today. It not so easy if you drain the energy. God blessings follow anywhere where we dey. How good we good with everybody. On target, we get the top of the market.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between our visitors and our home team. Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Burrow will throw. It's caught. Beckham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow looking to pass. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Check. Lucky. Set.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Cousins. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Cousins again. The catch is made. Benny Fowler. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Cousins now from the 50. That's complete. It's Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Get away. Level up. Underdogs coming up. Just came through to switch up the vibe. Wanna be one of us. Cutting up. Getting real. Came through to have a good time. Man, I can't get enough. Off the red eye. By my bread eye. Make no mistake, boy. It's all business at the end of the day. Oh, damn, you look good. I ain't seen you in a minute. Keep it solid shit. I can only turn to liquid. Hot dog, the pork, popping grease. Off the skillet. I don't know about y'all, but I can feel the climate shifting in the street. Like I leave. Boom, I when I get this. It's so much better knowing none of this is given. If I want it, I just claim it. Let whoever deal with it. If you came with me, we split it. Ain't no stopping, ain't no limit. Level up. Underdogs coming up. Just came through to switch up the vibe. Wanna be one of us. Cutting up. Getting real. Came through to have a good time. Man, I can't get enough. Off the red eye. By my bread eye. Make no mistake, boy. It's all business at the end of the day. Oh. Sitting in my hoopty, God said I was chose. When you love yourself, baby, trust me, it shows. Leveled up, put me on my own pedestal. Wake up, meditate, then get the dough. You picked the wrong time to fit on me. Yeah, you did. Why would you pick the wrong time?
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between our visitors and our home team. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. They will throw on first down with Burrow. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on second and a yard. Here's Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Burrow on 3rd down. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now it's Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And out of bounds right around the 20. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Come on, ready? 11 MT. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. He finds his target, Beckham. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. 11.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with his 2nd and 4. And Burrow going to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And his throw's going to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
I look at the stars, they asking me what do I see. I noticed that lately all them constellations been looking like me. Inspired to shine, inspired to dream. I think of my life and I feel that I may be as good as I seem. Coming up, I dreamt of the checks I be running up. I sat on my bed writing lyrics to songs. I would practice them all, but it wasn't enough. I wanna perform, I want a crowd singing it back to me, stadium loud. Homies in front turning up, getting down. They gone to and proud. That energy hit when the lights on. That energy hit when it's my song. I'm starting to think like a mogul. I'm starting to feel like an icon. Cause I ain't the same and I know it. But I got the heart of a poet. That money is good, but it's new here. I'm trying so hard not to blow it. Cause all of my friends walk around and they icy, pricey. But when it come to me, I prefer just a tee and some Nikes. Fight me, I might be running from changes, I like how it is. Easy to cover the life that I live. Still ain't got used to the sight from the crib. I knew I would have it when I was a kid. At moments the nights would be dark, won't hold you, the journey was long. Through all of the imagine the younger me singing this song, yeah. Like hickory dickory, my clock has been ticking to victory. I don't have a fear in the world, whenever it's time, I know they'll be listening. Hickory dickory dog, he's a biblical dog. If I want to think, then I know that I gotta get the rock. Gotta go harder with every drop. I be remembered like Biggie and Pac. That be the reason I stay on my grind, I ain't wasting no time.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between our visitors and themselves. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a good return up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Thaddeus Moss. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. What a great start. You get the point.
I'm just out here getting money every day. I'm just out here, got them sour lemonade. Rep the coast, but still do it for the bay. Where the bag at? Let me see some. Go ahead, make a speed bump. Yeah, I'm really from the soil like a tree trunk. If you thinking that I need you, never need one. Every time I bend a block, ask me please. I ain't got no time to hang like I need cheese. I'm too I can bounce back from a loss. I'm just trying to get my point across. Yeah, I'm too I can bounce back from a loss. I'm just trying to get my point across. I'm going off. I'm going off. 3, 2, 1. I'm going off. I'm going off. 3, 2, 2, 1, yeah, hey, and I can't stop going. She wanted like she voting. Every time I do it, I raise the bar. Like a coach, I can show you the way to ball. Tell him go and play the up at a function. I just don't wanna be your husband. Only hunters, blue bills, like a thump. Hey, hey, now I gotta talk loud cause the bass is thumping. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I bounced on a broke, then hit the stove. Throw out my turf, so everybody know I'm too. I could bounce back from a loss. I'm just trying to get my point across. Yeah, I'm too.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between our visitors and our home team. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. On 1st and 10, Herbert flush to his right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. Royce Freeman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Justin Herbert looking to pass, and Thomas has it. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert, rolling to his left. He goes underneath to Freeman. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards there and a 1st down. Herbert throwing again, rolling to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Herbert off of play action, on the move to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid. The turnover on the first position.
Not so much. I grew up where if you look suspicious, they called you bluff. Powder puffs couldn't make it in the concrete jungle. If you found stumbling, then they pull up right around your bumper and make you run it off for no reason, like for a stumping. Get the involved. If you get to thinking you're tough, I swear it's protocol. They feeling for reasons to bust and they don't know no laws other than keeping it tucked in they draws or they bridges. Cause the ditch can always find you if you slipping or you tripping without a map. Let me guide you down the road less traveled. Don't let the gravel define you, cause there's plenty folk that made it down the path they had been assigned to at birth. Worked in the earth and determined by your girth. No matter how big you get, we all gon' end up in dirt. Rehearse all that hurt and you'll end up with a purse of digits that only make you live it when they're dispersed into your cellular device. Try to play it wise. That is a hell of a disguise that you wear across your eyes like a bandit. Candid pictures only show that you've been standing slanted in someone's vision that leaves you stranded, and with nothing to show for all the demanding bandwidth used in hopes you get approved by a dude who's confused on exactly what to do with your royalty. Loyalty can often cost you buoyancy when it's connected to folk that's drowning. Choose love that constantly keeps you grounded. Indulge on the surface if you ain't clowning.
This is for the bozos who don't know. This is for the bozos and this is for the bozos who don't know. Don't join the circus if you ain't a clown.
Hold up, let's just say really having thing. It more than diamond and bills of rolling faces and pinky rings and foreign car to sit in garage, your belly could drive. Living for materials ain't really living your life. There's a fine line between give and take. You do what you love, don't let them make you love what you hate. I've been where you been, collecting your end. Too busy looking out where you can't see the glow that's within you. Bruce Leroy showing up, your mind is against you. Top of that soul food, like granny used to grow in the backyard when you rolled through. Remember the time you spent when life was sit down and listen to the breeze. The whistle of simplicities that echo off the trees. Not the ones you choke, but the one that helped you breathe. Inhale, exhale, that slow, that gave you hope. That one day you escape and have to save your folk. Like there's much more to life. They're struggling and hustling backwards. Reverse all that nonsense. Become a road master because they say so. Don't mean that you have to. They speeding through life. Don't mean you go faster. Pump your brakes. Tell your people you love them.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between our visitors and our home team. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kadarius Toney is intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw again. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now it's Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach who told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Catch made, it's Moreau. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Here we go. Ready? 11 empty. 11 comma.
Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down at the 28.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Gun.
Here's Gaddis, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here we go.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow will throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Moss. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll go right back to the ground with Fulton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Finding room inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Where they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Taylor. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Beckham, 45 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Caleb Chason
in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. Touchdown!
Thaddeus Moss.
A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
K'Lavon Chason
able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Flush to his right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Able to power through. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Well, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was...
Kilometers. I don't come kilometers. I don't walk that many kilometers. Learn from the teacher. I don't take for the game, she no pitas. I decide bad mind from a distance. But this sweet a beat. Oh, Doguni Misha. Show you the confirm for your speaker. This time I call chopsticks for assistance.